Tonight, the future of the St. Louis Police Chief Robert Tracy is in question as he faces a six-figure cut in his salary. A private nonprofit will stop providing the big stipend.
It comes as the state takes over control of the police department. Our political editor Mark Maxwell is live downtown tonight with new uncertainty about the chief's pay and whether he stays. Mark?
Yeah, just think about it. What if I told you you could keep your job if you accept a 36% pay cut? That's a $100,000 question facing Chief Robert Tracy, a question he'll have to take on very soon. But those in his corner may ask a different question, like how much is a safer St. Louis worth? And can this city really risk the alternative? The demands of the job are relentless. It's one of the few occupations that truly is 24/7, 365. That's how one recent study defined the rigors of being a police chief, and top brass can demand top dollar.
I think it is important to pay a competitive salary for our city's top cop so that we can have the very best.
Big West Coast cities pay their chief $450K in LA, $448 in San Francisco. Out east, Philly's top cop makes $340K, Baltimore and Boston's more than $311,000. One growing trend, cities are looking across the country to find the best fit.
When I first showed up here,
St. Louis found its chief in Wilmington, Delaware, with roots in Chicago and New York.
Chief Tracy is the first police chief from outside of the department, and I think that some perspective nationally is good for any city to have.
But with a base pay offering just $175,000, the Police Foundation kicked in an extra $100,000 to make that offer more competitive. Now, after the state takeover, the foundation is allowing that perk to expire at the end of the year, effectively lowering Chief Robert Tracy's salary by $100,000.
What I hope this is not is an attempt to push him out the door. I think that St. Louis benefits a lot from having somebody in charge with national experience, and certainly the crime stats have gone down, homicides have gone down.
Turnover is tough in the top job. A chief stays just over 7 years on average, burnout even higher in big cities where chiefs last about 5 years. The new state board of commissioners could raise his salary, but that would cost taxpayers.
I think it puts us in a precarious situation where we're under some unfunded mandates, right, with what the police commission and the state ultimately says.
The chief certainly has a story to tell.
our statistics are showing crime is going down, Senator.
And has powerful people in his corner.
By the way, I'm a big fan of what Chief Tracy and
Governor Mike Kehoe seems to praise him at every turn.
we have one of the nation's top police chiefs in Chief Robert Tracy.
That big raise could have public support too.
I think the city and the city taxpayers are happy to foot the bill. We just need to make sure that we're part of the conversation.
But city rules requiring parity between police, fire, and public safety departments could carry a hidden cost.
But we have to be careful because if you want to give one person a raise, it could end up being times 3 or 4.
Tracy has said in the past he wants to be here for the long haul. He wasn't available for comment on this story. The St. Louis Police Foundation has said this was just the natural expiration of that 3-year contract and it's running out. State employees are not legally allowed to accept outside pay from private groups for their public work, which may be one of the ethical quandaries here, putting the chief into this bind. It could shift the cost of the city's first ever outside chief to the taxpayer, or perhaps could nudge that same chief toward an early retirement. Live downtown, Mark Maxwell, 5 on your side.